Hi. I of the great establishment. Hi. I want to say, I want to gaga. Standing before you is not any other person but Comrade Muhammad Isa. I greet you with the best salutation.
Mic check.
So you know what? You know what?
Check.
Sometimes the spirit is willing, but the flesh is weak. Meaning that you have charisma inside of you, but you might need extra powers to bring it out. So what you do now, you will do it again with more energy and they will respond to you. So you and I will do it together from that entrance. So like you mic on. Okay. Yes, I want once and for all.
Mic you give to
Together,
me.
right? One, two, ready, go.
This is the mic.
Honor the greatest bossa, Supremo Swagger, Indomitable Wiggy Wagger. I want to say, I want to gaga, I want to eat, I want to mangana.
Mic check.
How then they greet now for this school? Of the greatest Abusites. Let me tell you something, right? When they say this from where I am from, if you respond like this, that means you have not gotten admission. You are still looking up to God to enter that school. So when they say of the greatest of your school, you have to respond like you are true son of the soil. Of the greatest Abusites. Now you are talking as if you have done jam, or jam has jammed you and you have not gotten admission. So I need you not to now step it up a notch. Of the greatest Abusites. Now, this people where they here now, these people that are here now, they did their studentship. People that are here, they don't have admission, they don't have matric number, they are still praying to Allah. Say, Almighty Allah, do my own now. Of the greatest Abusites. Beautiful, beautiful. Now, people that are here now, they want to choose between Fura de Nunu or selling Kuno or entering school. So you have to tell me, show me the energy, show me the vibe that you truly deserve to be seated. Of the greatest Abusites. Beautiful. Don't worry, we're getting there. Ladies and gentlemen, thank you so much for having me and MTN here today. I'm super excited to be here. This, to me, is one of the biggest schools in Africa. If you are not in ABU Zaria, you don't know about civilization. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. All right, my name is Timi Agbaje, and I understand we are fast on time, so we'll go straight into it. I just want to give you some little modalities and rules of the game. There are some people that are coming on stage tonight, get on trial. They are sitting here, they are the prosecution, and over here there is defense. When I call people that are in prosecution because they are people like you and I, they are students of this school, they are representing you. When I call them, who is your favorite artist? Rema? Eh? Zobo? Shode? What do you say? Davido. If you love Davido, say shake me. If you love whiskey, say yeah, yeah. Wala deo. Wala deo. If you love Davido, say shake me. If you are for whiskey, say yeah, yeah. Beautiful. So the way you're gonna act when I call, let's say whiskey is coming to your school or David is coming, the way you're gonna act is the way you're gonna scream, shout, and support those guys when I call them on stage. Do we understand that? Do you understand that? So we must support them, we must show them some love. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Data on Trial. Tonight is the beginning of history. Guess what? Let me tell you this secret. This event is happening a lot of places across Nigeria. But guess where it's happening for the first time ever? Where? ABU Zaria. Do you know why? Because nobody like your school anywhere in the world. Ladies and gentlemen, I'll be going straight into it. Hmm. Wow. Wow. If you believe what I want to say now, you can say yes, you can say no, but make sure you raise up your hand. What do you believe? You're raising your hand. What's going? Say now. I say what I want to say now. You have not even heard to say. You're raising up your hand. What if I want to say I will take your life? Who believes MTN steals their data? Raise your hand if you believe MTN steals their data. If you believe MTN steals your data, if you believe MTN they thief your data, raise your hand. Ah, wait. If you believe MTN steals your data, say yes, yes or no. Ah, obligated sample sites. You believe, Michael. If you believe MTN is ripping your data off, say yeah, yeah. If you believe that you have subscribed and it is evil spirit and some people in MTN that are taking it from you in the midnight, say yeah, yeah. Okay. We find out the truth. If it is MTN, if it is you, or if it is somebody else behind the closed doors. Without wasting much time, without further ado, we'll be calling on prosecution. End of this school, they are lost students, and some of them are even engineering students. Guess what? Some students of your school have gone on a field trip to go and gather evidence against MTN to show that today, proof we have. Sir. It's okay, we're going on. Nothing stops us. Maybe it's there, but like no. All right. I'll be calling on prosecution very quickly. And from the biggest faculty, because law is the biggest profession of all times. If you are not a lawyer, marry a lawyer, give birth to a lawyer, or make sure before you die and leave this world, you meet a lawyer in your life. And from the faculty of law, you here? Eh? Eh? Faculty of law, you here? Now, bad belle. See, let me tell you something. In every university, we have two sets of people. We have lawyers and wounded lawyers. Lawyers are the people that wanted law. God gave them and their school gave them. Wounded lawyers are those that want law, but God did not allow. Then they will say their school gave them English. They will say school gave them philosophy, religious study, or dramatic art, or theater. Inside their mind, they want to be lawyers. But unfortunately, maybe because of what they scored in JAM, they're not able to get JAM. Whether you are wounded or you're an actual lawyer, support them so that one day you safe go to lawyer. So for the first person coming on discussion today, Suraya Umar Ibrahim. A round of applause, please. You're not clapping enough for them, please. Suraya Umar Ibrahim. Come on, you're coming on stage. You're coming on stage. You're coming on stage. Thank you so much. Round of applause. I love when women can speak, women can represent. It's so beautiful to see. The next person coming up tonight or today at ABU Zaria, Balkisu Abubakar Shehu. And the next person coming up is Salisu Abdulaziz Lawal. This guy came dressed. Are you a judge or a lawyer, sir? Just sit down. Don't worry, we'll find out. All right, and the next person is Seidu Akilu. Seidu Akilu. Round of applause. The last but not the least is Abdul Kadir Alima Sadia. A round of applause. Chairman, you're blocking the law. Sorry, what's going on? Where is that coming from? Eh? Television. ABU Zaria. What did you say? What did you say? What did you say? National, yeah. National anthem. ABU Zaria. ABU Zaria. Oh, for your own mind. When I say ABU Zaria, you say naturally ahead of who and who? Of everybody. We have two schools in Nigeria. ABU and what? ABU and what? ABU and what? What's your matric number? What's the CGPA? Don't worry, don't worry. At least, as long as you're in ABU's area, you are naturally ahead. No stop, don't worry. Listen, gentlemen, we have people that are going to be using evidence tonight. You know, lawyers can say things, lawyers can speak. They have oratory prowess, they have the power and the skill of advocacy. But there's something that we call evidence, and evidence can be used to support your positions. We have an evidence lab here today. We have some technicians from ABU Zaria. They are already naturally ahead. They have information, they have done investigation, and they want to support their position tonight. And if you're not too busy, from the Faculty of Engineering today, ladies and gentlemen, I'm bringing very, very well-versed, sound. See, these guys, if not for some two things or the other, they should be working for the intelligence agencies across the world. Ladies and gentlemen, the engineering student coming up on stage. First one is Fahad Haruna Idris. A round of applause, please. Fahad Haruna Idris, making it up stage. Also, Abdullahi Salisu Muhammad. In quick succession, we have Ramatullah Isaac Udi. And following him very quickly, Muhammad Abdulaziz. We also have, last but not the least, Farouk Abdullahi Kabir. Whether you support MTN before we start the trial or not, I believe in fair hearing, and that's a fundamental right. Yeah. All right. Fair hearing is a fundamental right under the Constitution of Nigeria, the 1999 Constitution, Section 36 to be precise. So when I call the other parties, whether you want to listen to their case or not, or you're on their side, when I call them, you must support them and you must show them love, because this data on trial event shows that there's a need for transparency. They are ready to follow through and through. And the first person coming on for defense today is Nimitian Bob Manuel, MTN Networks. A round of applause, please. She's coming up on stage. Also, from Billing, Nathan Clifford. A round of applause, please. Data Monitor, Elvis Essing. A round of applause for Elvis. Elvis is coming all the way, all the way. Ladies and gentlemen, I have a beautiful name that I believe that human is also equally beautiful. Ademiju Ibilola. A round of applause. I also have Oluwafemi Adesina. No, MTN has taken this data on trial event so serious that people that are not allowed to be here due to one reason or the other, they force them that they must attend virtually. So I want to call the remaining two members of this panel. They are virtual attendees of the event, but when I call them, you're going to show your hands and show love and support by clapping for them. Lacking buffer, good luck. A round of applause, please. And the last but not the least, Eloka Olisa. A round of applause, please. Beautiful, beautiful, and beautiful. Can somebody tell me why we're here today? Anybody? If you are confident, I'll give you a gift. You can come up on stage and tell me what you think we're here. Anybody can just come up on stage. Anyone. Anyone. Be confident. You want to win something. Anybody. Are you coming? Anybody. Come on stage. Anybody. Just come on stage. Naturally ahead. Come up. A round of applause. I like this guy's competitive. I love it. Beautiful. Somebody will be here. Somebody will be here. You will tell me. Tell me. Check. You tell me your name, department. We are here today.
So my name is Abdullahi Muhammad Gali, and I'm from the Department of Business Administration. And I know MTN are here, and the essence of this program is to solve the problem of the students, especially the complaint is too much about your data is going on, you subscribe, and before the time ends, the data finish, and all other things. So this session is purposely to know where the problems is and bring the solutions for the problems. Thank you.
Beautiful. Your name. Forget whatever he said. You might be better than him. Your name, department, and why you think we're here.
My name is Abubakar Sadiq Abdul Ghani from Department of Biochemistry. We are here today with Nigeria in a standard trial setting where we have the prosecution and the defense, and we have the evidence lab to really see whether you are the one using that your data that before you know you have 20 MB remaining. Before you know you have 0.0 MB remaining. 75 MB, you cannot just download anything. Is it you that is keeping some background apps open, or you don't know what is really eating your data, or is MTN that somehow they know the mago they are doing to take our data?
Is this your winner? Is this your winner? Did you speak your mind? Did you speak your mind? What's your name? Abdullahi Muhammad. Ali. Gali. Do you know what they call? It's not MTN network. Oh. This one I will not agree. This one is ABU network. Yes, ABU network. This ABU network. If this mic should again till I leave this place, ABU now waiting. ABU in our school, MTN now waiting. So microphone no be your school idea. Gali, there is something called Gary, but you will not drink it. So because you're a king, just go and sit down as Gali. Sit down. I would have said there's a bigger gift for you, but you started with evidence lab, prosecution, defense. You even became event planner. You set the stage for us. There's nothing I can give you that can quantify the intelligence that you have. But on behalf of myself and I'll be giving you a little token of my handshake. Thank you very much. You give me data. You have data for me. How much?
Give 5,000 naira.
Ladies and gentlemen, come back. There's a gift. Oh my God. Come on stage. Now, ABU na school, MTN and what? MTN and what? Yay! Pick between A, this is A, and B. This is A. There's a gift that they told me to tell you from B. Pick one, A or B. 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 Somebody say AB. No, AB you need. A or B. Pick one. B. So you will let go of A and go with B. Is that what you want to do? Is that what you want to do? Let me warn you. Once you take B, you can't come back to A. And once you take A, you can't take B again. A or B? B. Is that your final answer?
Yes.
What's your answer?
B.
You go with
B.
You go with
B.
Beautiful. This is a gift from MTN and it's A, and B is 5,000 naira data. You like it, Abi? Go and meet the man in the middle. Culture of MTN. This one, We'll give somebody else later. Is it your own? Fine boy. Fine boy. Don't worry, MT cannot lie. Before he leaves, I will now open this so you can see what is inside B. Right? Do you have your data already? So we can get straight to trial. Second guy should come too. Second guy, come and collect data. MT say they love you. Gali, run, 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 run. I have to start now. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Hey! Ah. Okay. I got that. Check. Just so you know, it wasn't an empty box. What are you waiting for? Why is he here? But you know the fun part? Somebody here might still win this before we leave today. All right, let's get straight into the trial. AB Uzaria. AB Uzaria. You're welcome to Data on Trial, AB Uzaria. Before I give the opening remarks and I'll go straight in trial, I want to set the ground rules for this part of the event. This on my right hand side is the prosecution. On my left hand side, the defense. Now, the prosecution, they would have a lead counsel, someone that present the charge on behalf. You tell us your name, tell us what the charges are against MTN, then you can choose supporting speakers that will speak per time and take turns. And we have limited time, so please, as much as I know you have points to marshal, understand that time is of essence. And we have members of MTN team over here to defend any charge that's been put forward by the prosecution counsel. You and I are the courtroom, and we decide if truly data. You and I are the courtroom, and we'll decide if truly. AB Uzaria, microphone is. AB Uzaria, microphone. AB Uzaria. I've never used this much microphone in a day in my life, but no problem. We're here with AB Uzaria, and we're having fun. All right, ladies and gentlemen, I'll take the ground rules again. Lead counsel of the prosecution will stand, recognize himself and his team members. He will speak as the lead counsel, and per time, they will take turns to state their charges and their questions. Members of the MTN team are over here on my left-hand side. They are the defense. They will respond to any charge that is put forward by the members of prosecution. Please feel free to understand that your freedom of speech and every other fundamental right is guaranteed. And the purpose of this event is to show that MTN is trustworthy, worthy of your trust, and they are transparent enough to show you how the services that they render to you can be guaranteed at all times with fairness, and they are not stealing from you. Also, defense, they have to prove and convince prosecution and everyone seated here today that truly data is not suspiciously disappearing, but is truly being used by either you or some applications on your phone. I wouldn't speak for them, and I wouldn't speak for prosecution. They have the turn to speak and to marshal their points. Prosecution, over to you.
My name is Saad Wakilu. I'm the lead counsel. My name, my name is Saad Wakilu. I am the lead counsel for the plaintiff. In the case between the sub data providers by the students, we are the counsel. We drafted 5 charges against the defendant in this case. And the charges are: the number one charge against the defendant is negligence and breach of duty of care. The defendant failed to implement transparent metering or adequate safeguard mechanism to prevent involuntary background data consumption by omitting mandatory idle time alerts or data pause features. The defendant enabled the unwarranted depletion of the plaintiff's data during inactive periods, resulting in unjust enrichment. The second charge is unfair trade practices and mandatory metering. The defendant, that is a data provider, engages in predatory and deceptive metering practices by failing to provide dynamic, real-time threshold warnings or automatic bandwidth throttling. The defendant deliberately allows catastrophic data depletion by third-party application, e.g., you will see a 2G in 30 minutes ended to exploit consumers and induce foreseeable bill shock. Then the charge number 3 is trespass to chattel and fraudulent deduction. The defendant unlawfully interfered with the plaintiff's purchased digital property by deducting data to transmit unsolicited, unauthorized pop-in advertisements. This post-consumption, post-defendant commercial gain constitute fraudulent deduction and a direct violation of the regulatory directives regarding unsolicited communication. The count number 4, fraudulent misrepresentation and breach of statutory duty. The defendant falsely advertised and marketed 4G and 5G network reliability to induce the purchaser of premium data bundles. The defendant systematically failed to maintain the infrastructure necessary to deliver the mandatory minimum quality of service required by the law, renders their making claims fraudulent and deceptive. The count number 5, or the charge number 5, unlawful conversion and unconscionable contracting. The defendant arbitrarily seized and deleted the plaintiff's pet unused data upon the expiration of an arbitrary validity window without with the defendant arbitrarily seized and deleted the plaintiff's pet unused data upon the expiration of an arbitrary validity window without providing commensurate service. This practice constitutes the unlawful conversion of personal property and relies on unconscionable one-sided adhesion contract that unjustly enrich the defendant. On the side of the plaintiff, these are the charges against the defendant. Thank you, my noble lord.
A round of applause for him. Just for the sake of clarification and clarity, defense, did you hear the charges against you clearly, loud and clear? Okay, let me help you out. Can I have your phone, please? So, for the sake of amplification, count 1, negligence and breach of duty of care. The defendant failed to implement transparent metering or adequate safeguard mechanisms to prevent involuntary background data consumption by omitting mandatory idle time alerts or data pause features. The defendant enabled the unwarranted depletion of the plaintiff's data during inactive periods, resulting in unjust enrichment. In layman language, they trusted you, but you used their money to chop life. Count 2, unfair trade practices and predatory metering. The defendant engages in predatory and deceptive metering practices by failing to provide dynamic real-time threshold warnings or automatic bandwidth throttling. The defendant deliberately allows catastrophic data depletion by third-party applications, e.g., 2 gig finishing in 30 minutes, to exploit consumers and induce foreseeable bill shock. Then count 3, trespass to chattel and fraudulent deduction. Defendant unlawfully interfered with the plaintiff's purchased digital property by deducting data to transmit unsolicited, unauthorized pop-up advertisements. The forced consumption for the defendant's commercial gain constitute fraudulent deduction and a direct violation of regulatory directives regarding unsolicited communication. They are saying, in essence, that they did not send you errand. They didn't send you message. You use your own hand to touch their data to watch advert that they don't want to watch on their own phone. Then someone said yes. Then count 4, fraudulent misrepresentation and breach of statutory duty. The defendant falsely advertised and marketed 4G and 5G network reliability to induce the purchase of premium data bundles. The defendant systematically failed to maintain the infrastructure necessary to deliver the minimum quality of service required by law, rendering their marketing claims fraudulent and deceptive. Hi. In other words, what I ordered versus what I got. You marketed to them that you are capable of providing 4G and 5G. After they bought it, even 3G, now by hala mercy. Count 5, unlawful conversion and unconscionable contracting. The defendant arbitrarily seized and deleted the defendants paid unused data upon the expiration of an arbitrary validity window without providing commensurate service. The practice constitutes the unlawful conversion of personal property and relies on unconscionable, one-sided adhesion contracts that unjustly enrich the defendant. This English not too much. In other words, they are saying that data that they were not able to use, you took it from them and claimed that it has expired, forcing them to renew bundles that they have never even touched or used before. Are they speaking your mind? Wow. Okay. Ladies and gentlemen, Oga, Kachiko. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Data on Trial. We are not here to trade accusations, neither are we here to make assumptions. We are also not here to tell you what to believe. We're here for one mission and one purpose. We want to find out the truth about data, the truth about usage, the truth about billing. What truly happens to the data bundles that you buy on your phone? I am Timi Agbaje. I'm a lawyer and I'm super excited to be here today at ABU Zaria. Do you know why? With ABU Zaria, you and I are naturally ahead. Thank you. We go straight into trial. Lead counsel, you have read your charges. Defense, do you have a lead? Do you have a lead? Good. Can you please introduce yourself and in 1 minute, what you're here to do today as defense?
He's outside. Okay. So good afternoon, everyone. Yes, we've had the on execution team and defense. In 1 minute, I'll just explain what we're here to do. Basically, we're here to explain to you how data works on your device from a network perspective to how to charge you for using your data and also demonstrate how you could also track your data usage yourself, more importantly, directly on your devices. Hopefully, at the end of this exercise, we'll be able to, in our mind of minds, read if NTN actually steals your data at our presentation. We're doing it from the defense perspective. Thank you.
Beautiful. And let the trial begin. Prosecution.
Yes, my lord. As as we mentioned the charges against the data providers, I will seek the leave of the panelists and the judges to allow my co-counsel to the plaintiff to charge the defense.
Right, please go ahead.
Respectively, my noble lords, appearance remain A.S. Lawrence, ESQ, And the Manobu Lodge, the issue before this honorable court is why I will be handling issue for determination one about the complaints of the customers regarding these particular things. First is the issue of data deduction that happens even when person is not in active use of his own phone. I don't understand the rationale where someone will not be using his phone and data will be deducted from that particular device. Secondly, the issue of broadband 5G detective device that MTN do issue that customers on the ground have to go a rigorous exercise of factory resets time by time before that particular device has to work. And then on this particular issue, we have a technical engineer that will shed more light on this. And with the kind leave of this honorable court, I would like to defer proceeding to one of the engineers to shed light on this particular point, my noble lord.
All right. So before we do that, we have a video we want to show you so that you can have your charges and context and you can be able to channel your questions appropriately. Can we have you come up on the screen, please? The video is titled How Network Works. Thank you. Standing by.
The network checks that you're allowed to use data, then creates a data path for your traffic. Next, the carrier assigns your phone an IP address. Think of it as your phone's temporary return address on the internet. Without it, websites and apps wouldn't know where to send data back. Now let's use TikTok as an example. When you open the app, your phone doesn't just magically know where TikTok lives on the internet. It first needs to find TikTok's server address. Your phone asks the domain name system, or DNS, to translate a name like TikTok into an IP address. DNS is like the internet's contact list. It turns a human-friendly name into the numeric address computers actually use. Once your phone knows where to go, it opens a secure connection to TikTok's server. This usually means HTTPS, which uses TLS encryption. Your phone and the server exchange security information, verify identity, and agree on encryption keys. After that handshake, they have a secure session. That session keeps the conversation private, while the app sends requests and receives data. Instead of securing each message from scratch, both sides now continue the conversation using the shared secure setup. Now the app sends its request. For TikTok, that might be load the For You feed, fetch my messages, or get the next video. The request travels from your phone through the radio network into your carrier's core network, out to the wider internet, and finally to TikTok systems. TikTok servers process the request, decide what data to send, and return a response. That response could include video information, comments, profile details, or the next video stream. Because it's encrypted, other people on the network can't easily read it. Your phone receives the response, decrypts it, and the app displays the content. All of that happens in seconds. Connect to the radio network, get an IP address, find the server with DNS, open a secure connection, create a secure session, send the request, and receive the response. So when you open TikTok on mobile data, your phone is doing a lot more than just going online. It's joining a radio network, getting internet identity, securing the connection, and talking to servers across the internet almost instantly.
Mobile data explained. I believe we understood what we read, right? Okay, you understood what you watched, right?
Hello. Hello. Hello, everyone.
Please, can we fix the microphones for the panel for the prosecution and defense? Okay, we're doing that, right?
Hello.
Okay, stand
Hello.
by.
Hello.
Can we test that one? This one is back on now. Can we go? Let's test it.
Hello.
All right. As we're checking microphones, Nimi Bob Manuel, can you please come up and explain what they watch on the TV now? A round of applause for Nimi Bob Manuel, please.
Good afternoon, everyone. Or let's do it the yellow way. So when I say yellow apple sides, you reply me yellow. Indulge me, or don't air me. Yellow apple sides. Yellow apple sides. It can be better. Yellow apple sides. Great. Okay. My name is Nimi Bob Manuel. I'm representing the network division of MTN Nigeria. Basically, what we do is we plan the network, we implement the network, we operate and we maintain every single thing on the network that enables you to stay connected. I mean, today we are here to know exactly why our data is depleting, or to answer your question, MTN is stealing my data, or where did my data go? I'm sure that's why we are all here today. But before we go into that, I would like to speak to you for a few minutes about how exactly the mobile network works, the evolution of the different technologies we have, and some common attributes or some common applications that deplete your data. Well, we're here to bring all that understanding. So we're here to answer every single one of your questions. So let's go on this journey. Okay. So when MTN, I remember one of the MCs asked the question, when did MTN come into Nigeria? And the correct answer is actually in 2001. So when MTN came into Nigeria, we had the 2G technology. So the 2G in the 2G technology, if you remember, what the 2G technology primarily did for us was we were able to call and to send SMSs. So we did mostly voice and SMS on the 2G network. And then the network evolved to the 3G. When 3G came in, 3G introduced us to the concept of browsing. So with the 3G technology, we were able to send emails, access different websites, and browse. But if you remember very well, on the 3G technology, when you type www.facebook.com, you could literally go and maybe make noodles and come back before it loads, right? While we were introduced into browsing and data from the 3G technology, it was very slow. And as you know, the mobile network is ever evolving. So what came in next? 4G was introduced. So with the 4G technology, the experience moved to data centric. So 4G is the internet of application. If I ask everyone here who has a feature phone meaning phones that can do 2G and 3G, in comparison with your Android devices and your iPhone devices, majority of the people in this hall will own an Android device or an iOS device. Why? Because you use the internet. You're on 4G, accessing each of these applications. Then 4G, well, 4G and 5G, those are the two data-centric technology. So with 5G, when 5G came with enhanced capability. We have faster speed, lower latency on the 5G network. So think of it this way. We still have Beetle cars in this country, right? And then we have the likes of the latest G-Wagon. So think of the older technologies as your Beetle cars, and think of the newer technologies, the data-centric technology, which is 4G and 5G, as your G-Wagon. With your G-Wagon, it will take you, the time it will take you, for example, it will take you 30 minutes to get to, this is just an example, 30 minutes to get to Abuja, right, on your G-Wagon, because of it is, more enhanced. It has more enhanced technology. But in that process, you consume more fuel on your G-Wagon. Am I right? Am I right? In comparison with your lower cars, like your Beetle car, yes, it will take you to your destination. You will get there, but you're going to spend a longer amount of time to get to your destination. the fuel consumption will not be as much as that of the 5G, but you will get there slower. How many people, if I ask anybody here in the room now, if you were to pick between a Beetle and a G-Wagon, what would be your option? Exactly. Exactly. So we are ever evolving. So the same way we saw the evolution from 1G to 5G, even our smartphones are evolving. We started with the feature phones, the ones they call Kalasa or the Nokia phones, where you can only call and send messages, to where we are right now with the iPhone 17 Pro Max and the latest versions of Techno, Samsung, and thereabouts. So as we had that shift from voice and SMS into more data-centric applications, we saw an increase in data as well. Let's look at this table. Okay, so looking at this table, data consumed. Just imagine, last year alone, that's 2025, we did over 13 million terabytes. That's Nigeria alone. I want you to take a moment to wrap your head around it. Nigeria alone did 13 million terabytes in 2025. And looking at this table, the top contributor is TikTok. How many people are on TikTok here? How many people are on TikTok? You're part of those contributing to this. Give yourself a round of applause. Okay, now to understand fully how the mobile works. Before I go into the technical parts, I want us to use this analogy. Think of a car now, any car. You own a car, right? And your applications, which is your YouTube, your Facebook, your TikTok, are the passengers in your car. So you have a car, you have your passengers, and you're trying to get to a particular destination. Let's say you're trying to get to Kaduna International Airport. To get to Kaduna International Airport, you need a proper road network, right? There are junctions, there are turns that you need to take to actually get to that destination. So those roads that directs you or that takes you to your destination is MTN Nigeria destination. I'm going to explain it a bit further now from the video you saw. So the first thing that happens when you turn on your mobile data, the first thing that happens is your phone tries to connect to the nearest mast close to you. Okay. Do we know what mast is? Now to understand. Does anybody know what a mast is? The mobile. We all know what mast is, right? Okay, great. So the first thing that happens is that your mobile phone tries to connect you to the nearest mast to it. After that connection has been established, and this connection is not done with cables. I mean, imagine all of us connecting to a mast via cables. How feasible is it really to be moving around? It's connected over the. So think of an IP address as your house address. You ordered something from Temu or from Shein, and you need it delivered to your doorstep. What do? You put in your address, right? To have the companies deliver it to you. So that is the same thing the IP address does. If you request for a particular content over the network, you need an IP address to have it delivered back to you. So once you are connected to the network, once your phone has established the connection and you are assigned an IP address, the next thing is a secure path is open for you to browse. And keep in mind that in step 1 to 3, your data is not depleted, your data is not counted. These are just connections that are established. Where your data start getting depleted is in step 4, right? When you request a TikTok video. Practically, what that means is you open TikTok, and the way TikTok is configured is once you open it, a video loads. You request for a content and you receive it. So going back to that, in step 5, TikTok delivers your video. So think about it this way. Your phone connects to the nearest cell tower, which is the mast. The mask connects you to MTN network. MTN network is not the internet. It just tells you where to go. So MTN network connects you to the internet, and then the internet now connects you to either a TikTok server, a Facebook server, a YouTube server, whatever application you're trying to access or whatever content you're trying to access. Sorry? Oh, okay. Okay, we see similar thing in WhatsApp. I'm not going to go through it again. It's the same process. But for WhatsApp, step 4 is where your data actually starts getting depleted. Okay, so these are some reasons why your data is being consumed. The first point here is high resolution, right? So for resolution, you see that a standard resolution video can consume about 2 to 3 MB. That same video, when watched in definition than that, it consumes over 20 MB. Autoplay and background activity. I won't dwell too much on this because my colleagues will come and speak on this. And then also the data-centric technologies, 4G, 5G. There is a misconception that 4G and 5G just gives you higher speed, right, and higher quality. But as we saw in our analogy with the G-Wagon, if you're looking for a better performance car, will the car not consume more fuel? Will it consume more Will it consume more fuel? Will a G-Wagon consume more fuel than a Beetle? So same thing happens here. If you're connected to a 4G or a 5G technology, your data will be depleted more than when you're connected to the lower technology. Okay, I'm just gonna skip through this. So knowing all you know now, what is MTN doing to help you manage your data and your spend? The first thing we are doing is my MTN app. My MTN app is ever evolving. See it by application, so you know which applications are consuming your data the most. So I'm just, oh, okay. Okay, okay, I'm just gonna wrap up here. So in conclusion, MTN is stealing my data. The data that is established between your phone and the session that is being used, you're being charged by that. So the next time you want to ask, where did my data go? I think you should rather ask, what is my phone actually using my data to do? So there are 3 things I want you to check. First, check your applications. Second, check your settings and check your usage. At MTN, we are committed to making our customers' life better and network excellence. Thank you.
A round of applause for her, please. I love the fact that she was so engaging and ready to move, ready to run. From her outfit, from her appearance, her eloquence, you can know she's here for business. All right. I was supposed to give you 10 minutes and 5 minutes, but she has used part of your own minutes in her explanation. And Krishna is already waiting. So you're going to come up, Mr. Nathan, in 2 minutes or 3. Try to wrap it up. Or 3. 2 is fine for you. 1 minute is fine. Okay, for 30 seconds. Ladies and gentlemen, how does billing work in connection or relation to your data? Nathan Clifford, a round of applause, please.
All right. Greatest ABU. Come on, your voice is too low. Greatest ABU. All right. Good evening, everyone. My name is Nathan, and I'm going to spend the next few minutes, quite few minutes really, just talking to you about how billing works generally. Please help me put up the presentation. I'll just see what we can do in a few minutes. So here, I'm just going to talk about 5 things. I'm going to tie up everything my colleague has already talked about. So first of all, how do we measure data? Secondly, I need to touch up on where do we measure data. So if you want to check
measurements of data. Where can you measure data usage? And then I'm also going to touch up on how the charging system works. How do we really charge you? All right. Data consumption, impact of evolving technologies on data consumption, and then wrap it up with what my colleague already mentioned, which is impact of modern devices on your data usage. So we'll just fly around this. We're largely out of time. Okay, so really, happens at the charging system. So in reality, there are actually layers to this. So we have the device layer, the one all of us have. So in your phone today, you have applications and you have your operating system doing all of those data tracking that happens. Beyond your app is the network layer, which is the authoritative layer. And the network layer is the layer we rely upon because the network layer goes beyond just what happens on the phone. It includes stops like retransmission, signaling, and many other technical things I'm not going to bore you with. And then we'll have the charging system, which largely drives the display of some of the data usage trackers that we have today. And just to quickly inform you that we have a tool called Data Calculator, which is on our website, and that is visible through the charging system. So if you log into the data calculator today, you can estimate your data usage. Again, we've also gone ahead to empower you such that on my MTN app, you can quickly check your data usage for a stipulated period of time. If you get in there, we'll have a tool called Data Monitor that can help you track all of that. I'm just going to move quite fast so that we can wrap it all up. So I'll just skip and skip. Okay, so I need to touch this. So how do we really charge you? And that's the second question I said I will answer. Data is the same everywhere. In North America, in Africa, in Asia. The difference is how the calculations are done. Data is measured in bytes. Same thing in America, same thing in Nigeria. But when you begin to roll it up, the system through which you roll up, all right, and then your measuring point is what determines whether there will be variance between what you see on your phone and what you see if you walk into an MTN store or you call a customer care or you check my MTN app. So we have the decimal system of measurement and there is a binary system. In the decimal system of measurement is straight. 1,000 bytes equals 1 kilobyte. But that's not what we use. We use the binary system. So on the binary system, which is stipulated by IEC, the International Electrochemical Commission, it's that 1,024 bytes equals 1 kilobyte. So when you look at these things at bytes, the difference is quite negligible, just about 2%. But when you begin to roll it up in MB, gigabyte, and so on, you will find out that you have variances up to 10%. I need to quickly explain that this variance is not an error. This is just a difference in how the measurement of bytes rolled up down to megabytes, to megabyte, and all of that is done. So that is basically what accounts for some of those differences you see at scale. All right? So what are we saying here? We charge you bytes. Your device decides how to label them. Okay? And then quickly, I've talked about this. I'll just skip. So how then do we show transparency and accountability? All right, the prosecution council touched up on that. We have a lot of systems that helps to keep us accountable. And one of it is our regulator, which is NCC. So as it is today, NCC stipulates that billing must reflect actual usage. And that is what we try to keep to. Customers must also have what we call itemized visibility. And that's what we've empowered you with if you check my MTN app. And then our records are retained and we are audited on a quarterly basis. All right, so including our charging system, our billing technologies, everything we use is audited quarterly. And we open up our system, and we also have independent auditors who come in like KPMG to look at what it is we are doing just to ensure that we are staying accountable. All right, so I'll just skip all of this because of our time. How else do we also stay transparent? We have a lot of reconciliation systems. We have KPIs that we track, and then we try to measure our usage against those KPIs and thresholds. We have variance monitoring. We do this every day. I am a data person, and data is what we do. So we have all of these thresholds that help to keep us accountable. Of course, the audit and governance that I already mentioned, which also helps to keep us in check. So what are we trying to say here? If something looks wrong, we don't just guess it. We dig deep, ensure we reconcile across systems, and then make sure we take care of those differences, if any. So I'm going to wrap it up here with what really consumes your data. All right? And this is just going to tie up the last two things I promised to talk about. Okay? So, first off, my colleague touched a bit on that, and that is the measurement point. Where you measure these things matter a lot. The measurements you see on your phone varies a little with what is on the network, and that is because of the decimal system and the binary system that I already talked about. And there is also measurement, the kind of method of counting that is being used. Are you counting in kilobytes? Are you counting in bytes? If you count in bytes, everything reconciles. But when you roll it up, you have some of those differences. And then there is a difference in timing as well. Our prosecution also touched on that, that you can buy 2 gig data tonight, you expect to use it for 2 days, and it finishes in 1 day. What really could have happened is that while you were running some of those applications and you put it off, all the updates and every other thing that was happening gets paused, and it stays on the system, waiting for your system to, your mobile device to come back online. The moment your device is online, everything competes for available data, and then you find out that it is all used up. Bottom line here is that MTN does not steal your data. We are accountable and we are transparent about these things. And your data usage matters to us, and that is why we are here today to ensure that we answer all those questions. Finally, we do not just say these things so that you believe us. We are also kept accountable by the regulators and by independent auditors. Thank you.
A round of applause. AB Uzziah. AB Uzziah. That's it. You cannot maintain the energy and you say you're ahead. If you're ahead, you have to always be ahead. AB Uzziah. AB Uzziah. We're about to get to the business of the day. No more long talks, no more speeches. I need you to do just 2 things for me. First thing, keep your eyes fixed on the screen. We have an OEM video for you that would inform the questions that the prosecution would ask. Also, I want you to know that you as a member of the audience, you can also ask questions and also challenge MTN, question them. But there are rules to it. You are not allowed to repeat questions if the prosecution has asked the question before. And I know that you love MTN, you love your school. Take the microphone, your department, and your question. Don't remind me how many years ago you bought your SIM card, the person that was there, the person that, don't tell us the background story. Just tell me your name, your department, and ask your question. But before we proceed at all, every good thing in life starts on leadership. Leadership is service, leadership is honor. Please put your hands together for the SRC of Baby Zaria, please. A round of applause. You are not clapping for the comrades. That is Student Representative Council, led by Comrade Abdurrahman Aliu Saraki. Round of applause, please. You are wondering how I know his name. I'm a student of this school. You don't know. You don't know. Very soon you will find out. Ladies and gentlemen, please fix your hands on the screen for the OEM video standing by. And afterwards, trial begins. OEM, media.
Okay, good afternoon, everyone. I'm Muhammad Kabir Aliu. I'm a senior AI user researcher here at Techno. So basically, whenever we do research, we realize Nigerians will say, I want my screens to be big. I want the picture to be clear, crisp clear. I want to see the pores on my skin. So Techno listened and came up with a solution for you. Then you see people saying the videos they are watching is not clear. My friend is using iPhone. His video is clearer than my phone. What's wrong? Techno listened and resolved your problem. But now back to the issue. Why is my data finishing without me using it? Why is my 1 gig data not downloading a 1 gig file? So a lot of background activities actually happen, right? So there are users that have actually tried their possible best to manage their data consumptions. There are users that did not really do anything. So I'll start from the aspect of users that didn't really do anything to manage their data. Note that once your device is connected to the internet, like said, your device is a living machine. It tries its possible best to optimize your device processes. So it tries its possible best to reduce the want you to be efficient, want you to be productive. So to do that, once your device is online, it does a lot of things if you did not control it. So 400, let's give an example now. You buy your 1 gig data. You want to download a 1 gig file. The actual file you're downloading, 200 goes for application updates because your device is trying to always keep you updated. 200 MB goes for application updates. 150 MB goes for cloud backup. You still have those pictures. So 150 MB gone for that. Then your push notification ads, they are not data free. They are data full. 100 MB goes for that too. Then probably someone said that my data consumption has changed. What's going on? Right? What is going on? So what's really going on is, you see, recent phones have higher resolutions, right? Resolutions, basically, your devices are more clearer. You are getting that crisp, clear pictures, right? So resolutions are made up of pixels. Pixels are the building block of any image or digital device, basically. And these pixels make up an image. So please, I would like to share my screen to explain better what an image is from a mobile phone perspective. My phone. Okay, so let's take, for example, now this picture. It looks crispy clear. It's fine. Awesome, right? This picture is made up of almost 1 million pixels. I'm just estimating numbers, but I know it's more than millions of pixels. So these pixels, the more crisp, clear picture you get, the more pixels that comes up to make up one image. And that means that that particular image will be heavier. So currently, I don't think it's possible for you to get a recent phone that is 720 pixels. It's not possible. All phones are 1080 and above. You get your 2K phones, your 4K phones, and this means that so what this means is that your 1 to 2 minutes scrolling on Instagram or probably scrolling on TikTok, his data consumption is just 200 MB. You expect you that are using probably a common is that your 1 to 2 minutes scrolling on Instagram or probably scrolling on TikTok, his data consumption is just 200 MB. You expect you that are using probably a common 50. You think your phone will use 200 MB. I'm so sorry for you. So I'm going to teach you things you can do to help curtail your data consumption. So basically, you can start by probably making it possible to just sync your Google Drive. Shouldn't do the backup automatically. It should happen with Wi-Fi. You can manage your Play Store updates, set your data limit, lower your streaming quality, because all these applications are updated, and provided your phone has the capability to give you 4K, your videos are in 4K, right? Then these are what the system gives you, right? We have built-in solutions that Techno gives you. We have the mobile data usage tracker. We have the one-time hotspot limit for that sibling that wants you to on hotspot quickly, and you say use 200 MB or use 200 MB. You can set for them to just use 200 MB. Once they are done with the 200 MB, the device will automatically take them off. That is possible with Techno. You have the background restrictions. You have a lot of features. Techno even has the AI video enhancer. So you can watch a 320 video and it's going to be enhanced, and probably you'll be seeing it like 720 without actually using your data. Then, if you don't want to stress yourself to do all this, you can actually make use of the Techno AI called Ella. So basically, Ella's responsibility is to make you as tech savvy as the Seraph studio here. So you don't need to go and read and learn it. Just ask Ella, and Ella does everything for you, right? AI in the right hands does not consume you, it serves you. And at this point, I hope I have convinced you not to confuse you that MTN is not stealing your data. Thank you so much.
A round of applause. Gentlemen, our time is fast spent. We're moving straight into trial. But before we do that, can we please have presence of the President-elect of the SRC, Comrade Awa Lakanka? A round of applause, please. Aluta, Aluta! Did I say Bahubali? India is Zaria. Bahubali. Comrade Bahubali. Yeah? ABU Zaria. Now, no, that's not the answer now. If I say ABU Zaria, I say Bahubali. All right, let's get straight to trial. You understand the vibe? You have 30 seconds to ask your questions, 1 minute to reply, another question, another question. Do you have any question you want to say? Please feel free to ask the question before.
Good evening, everyone. My name is Abdullah Salisu Mohammed.
Please, a round of applause for the SRC coach, please. That's the president and the president-elect. Thank you for coming, and thank you for supporting the event. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. Thank you. Thank you for coming. That's Comrade Abdurrahman Aliu Saraki and Lakanka. Kanka is the president-elect, and Comrade Saraki is the outgoing president. Thank you for coming. We do appreciate it. God bless you. Thank you. That's a question for the trial, just before we start. For the trial, no. We're going to start from them, then you can join them. I thought you wanted to clarify something. Why I'm going to be allowing him to ask his question now is because he says his question is related to the video that we just watched now. So, ladies and gentlemen, first question from the prosecution today will be coming from a member of the panel. Your name, your department that you represent, and you ask your question. Thank you.
Good evening, everyone. My name is Abdullah Salisu Mohammed from Department of Computer Engineering. And my question goes like this. There is very huge difference in the quality of data, conventional data plans and smart promotional data plans. Why? Difference, yes, between conventional data plans and promotional smart data plans, that all those offers given by MTN. Why?
Thank you. MTN, do you understand the question? Okay. They want to know the difference you are referring to. Hi, Chief. They want to know the difference you're talking about. You say there's a difference between conventional plans and promo data plans. What exactly is the difference you're referring to?
Difference in data consumption. For instance, if I buy 1.5 gigabytes of data, that is a conventional plan, and then I get the same data plan for, well, let's say 5 gig for 1,500 or thereabout, it finishes at the same rate as that 1.5 gig. Is it that a higher bandwidth is allocated by MTN for those promotional data plans to finish faster, or we just need clarifications on that, please?
All right, your microphone.
All right. Okay, yeah, it's working. Thank you. Yes.
MTN, you have 1 minute to respond. 1 minute. Because a lot of people have questions for you.
Thank you very much for your question. And I could see there are a number of people from the audience, our colleagues, that are nodding their heads just as you were asking your question. You'll agree with me that the two bundles, when you are buying data, there are two things that you are buying. You're buying the bundle and you're buying the validity period, right? Now, but when you are buying two different kind of bundles, the promotional ones come with a different terms and condition that are attached to it. Most times, some of us don't read those terms and conditions. So that's why you see that there are additional bonuses that comes with the promotional bundles than the conventional bundles. So there are two different bundles. Do you understand? So if you say on the conventional bundles, you have different experiences across different bundle weights, then we can come and talk about that. But because there are two different type of bundles, the promotional bundles comes with their own different terms and conditions, which if you go through, you'll see that their terms are different from the conventional bundles. I hope that's clear.
He said, hope that is clear. Are you clear? Are you clear? Are you clear? Are you clear? Oh my God.
Okay. All right. Thank you, everyone. I'm going to also add.
Okay, thank you very much for that. But what I'm talking about here is, if I purchase a promotional bundle, there is the data bundle is 5 gigabyte, a promotional bundle, and then I purchase a conventional data bundle of 1.5 gigabytes or thereabout. The consumption rate of that promotional bundle is almost same as that 1 gigabyte. I might literally do the same thing, perform the same tasks, or use it for the same purpose, and they almost finish at the same time, while there is a huge difference in the volume. That's what I'm talking about. So I want to know the technicalities behind that. Is it the bandwidth that is higher, or what the problem is?
Okay. All right. Thank you. So
Do you understand the question?
I do.
So I want to get it correct for the sake of the audience. You are saying if you buy a promotional bundle of 5 gig and your normal bundle of 1 gig, the 5 gig is finishing on the same level 1 gig, even faster than 1 gig. Is that your question? Now, do you understand that? MTN, let's respond to that.
All right. Thank you. And just to reiterate that I got that very well. We're talking about consumption and how fast the one you buy, that is the smart one, goes before the other one. Even if you buy 5 gig for the smart bundle and 1 gig for the conventional bundle, right? All right. So we got that. Um, there is what is called ERMB. I'm going to explain it. ERMB. So, like Nathan, my colleague, explained that when you are being charged per buy it on your phone, right? So when you buy Smart bundle is an offer that is triggered to you when we notice that you are not frequent on our network, right? Is to help us see you on our network as consistent active data user. Do you understand what I'm saying? Do you understand what I'm saying? All right. So smart data bundle will trigger it to you so that you can buy it. The ERNB, the byte that we charge you for smart bundle, is different from how much we charge you for the conventional bundle. I will tell you, it's based on policies, quality, and regulation. All right? And it's heavily discounted, right? Because it is targeted towards customers that have not been active on the network. And what other thing is for us to be able to create such bundle is being regulated by the regulatory body. So we don't just slug it out to send to customer. It's based on a need basis, right? And that's why if you notice, you don't get to buy it every time. You buy it maybe once in a while because either you E- okay, can you hear me now? Either you have been unactive for a while on the network, right? Right? Then that will be triggered to you, or maybe you are lowering your spend on our network. Then we use that to bring you back to us as our stakeholders. All right? Do you understand that? So thank you.
Thank you very much. So MTN's response to that regulation for users that are not very active. So when do you understand that? Thank you. Very active. So when do you understand that? Thank you. Prosecution, the next question, please.
Good evening, everyone. I'm Mensura Ibrahim Umar, the prosecutor counsel. So my question to the defense is, why is it that sometimes when customer buy data, while barely using the phone, you just wake up and see that some portion of that data is just gone? Like, where has it gone? Like, why is it that sometimes when a customer buys data, but while barely using his phone, we just keep it and a portion of that data will just be gone without using it? Like, where has it gone?
So the way we can say unknown data men. She's saying that why is it that when a customer buys data and they do not use or touch the phone, a part of that data is still disappearing, kidnapping the data.
So, oh, okay. Thank you very much. Very important question. So, even when you don't use your devices, right? Your device, your devices are still active, right? I have a phone in front of me currently. I'm not actively using it, but there are applications I may have been using prior to being dropping the phone that keeps running in the background. And the thing is that most of us, we do not adjust the settings on our phone to prevent what we call background app refresh. Background app refresh, what does it do? It simply continues to refresh the application. It keeps it running even when you are idle. So think of it this way. You pick up your phone, you go onto social media, right? Immediately you open it to videos or pictures lined up for you. Some 5 seconds ago, some 3 minutes ago, 2 minutes ago. Before you even picked up your phone was already running in the background and updating and preloading those images and content for you. So if you do not adjust that setting, you're likely to experience situations where
Thank you. Response of MTN is that response of MTN is that even though you are not using your phone, applications that work in the background. There's some backups that happen. And some of your social media apps are working even without you touching them. Do you understand that? Thank you. Prosecution, your next question, please. If you have a question for them, can you raise your hand? We can only take three. So what we're going to do is, for the sake of equality and balance, we'll take two from each section of the hall. And I will give a lot of preference to those at the back because I want you to know that you are also included and part of this event. So we'll take two, one. You say no. Two, two, two. Definitely, definitely. We'll come back to you guys. Prosecution, the next question, very quickly.
Okay, so good day, everyone. My first question particularly is regarding the difference between MTN SME and MTN gifting. What is the striking difference between these two data? And then secondly, there are so many clients that reach out to us that they buy particular data from app, and then that particular data will.
I know you're angry, but we need to hear you so that they can respond. So I know that I got the beginning part. You say, what's the difference between MTN this and MTN? MTN what? MTN XME and MTN gifting. Do you understand that? Number one question. Number two.
Then, for instance, this second question is from the business perspective because I am also a businessman. I'm the CEO of SWL Data. So some instances like you send data to customers and they will complain that this data, like I cannot use it on my own phone. And then it's that particular data you send to them. They said I could not be able to use it on my phone. Then we ask them like put it in fly mode. They will put it, still the data will not be able to use. And then you can send other data and then that data will work on that particular state. So I want to know like the difference between the data bundles and then how this thing works.
This is not a place for advertisements, but you have already done it. Don't try it again. A second question is that he does business of data sharing. When he sends data to some customers, they say they're not able to use it. If he now sends another data to them on the same phone, they'll be able to use the second data. He wants to know the difference. He should not share this data or get that data. You understand that? So let's respond very quickly.
All right. Thank you again. I think you are helping us to also bring more clarity to our customers. And the two scenarios you use, one is called data gifting. The other one is called shared data, right? I got it right. I know it's shared data, right? I know. The other one is data gifting. All right. So there are two different things. They are not the same, right? So share data is you having data on your right, and you are sharing that same name, share. You are sharing it with the person, right? And you can give 1 gig, you can give 500 MB, you can give 2 gig, you can give 5 gig. But per day, you can't give more than 5 gig, right? But data gifting, you can buy as much as you can per day. What data gifting means is that you are using your airtime to purchase data for someone, right? You are not gifting the person from your existing data bundle. What you are doing is that you are using your airtime, what you have as money on your phone, you are using it to buy data for someone else. I don't know if we understand that. So there's a big difference between data share and data gifting. Thank you.
I can see that my friend is a businessman, right? And he's very business focused. To your question on SME, e-business is meant to cater for the SMEs, the small, medium enterprise. Do you understand? So the data gifting that is there is for them and their employees. So when you sell it to individuals, you are not using it for the right purpose that that product was designed. But when you buy normal data, like what my colleague said, and you want to share, you can share with those other people that you are selling it to. So to MTN, you are not selling, you are buying for them, or you are sharing from your data that you have, which is free for you. But when you are buying SME data, it is for you, it is assumed that it is for you and those that are in your employment, and not that you are selling it to individual customers. Do you understand? Thank you.
All right. Time is up for the question, but MTN, you can add very quickly to it. You can add to it.
Okay, thank you. Thank you for the permission, my lord. Um, so just to also touch up, right? Data is data. It is either your customer received the value of data or your customer did not receive it. So there is no type of data that you get today that does not work on the network. All right? There is no difference. So there is nothing like you send someone data and the person cannot use it, and you send another one, the person can use it. We do not know what has happened within that switch, all right, between where you're sending to the person receiving. The person may have gotten it and told you he or she didn't get it. I mean, we can't speak for that. But really, what we are saying is that if you have data on your phone and you share with someone, and the person truly receives it, and you have all the network access available to browse, you will definitely be able to browse. Thank you.
Businessman, are you sure your customer is not trying to rip you off? All right, let's have prosecution ask a question, and afterwards, members of the audience will start joining the trial to ask a question. Who's going next? All right, my lady.
Good evening, everyone. My name is Rahmatullah, and my question is regarding the 5G broadband device. I'm sure most of us have seen the online videos of months back of a customer coming into the service, but my major question is regarding the device. What's the technical defect causing this 5G broadband to repeatedly drop its network connection? Think us, the user, I myself, to always restart it or doing the hard factory reset. That's like pressing the small pin on the device just for the connectivity to come on.
Your voice is so beautiful. A round of applause for her, please. And are you sure you can win this trial like this? With that kind of voice on my side. What did you say? Don't worry, I'm an unbiased. No, I'm unbiased. I'm unbiased. So the question is about the 5G device. She says that sometimes the quality of network provision on that device drops, and they have to keep restarting to be able to enjoy the 5G. Is there a reason for this difficulty?
Okay, thank you for the question. So with regards to the performance of your 5G router, right? You say sometimes the network is good, sometimes the network is poor. You have to do a hard restart. I got you right. Yeah, I can hear you.
So the device, you can have data, and then the device will just show no connection. The exclamation with your Wi-Fi that's not connecting. So even if you wait for some minute thinking like the network is poor, it won't work till you restart the device. In plain scenario was 2 months ago, I had data and I kept restarting the device. It wasn't coming on. I sent an email to the MTM customer service. They guided me. I repeated the same stuff, but I had to leave the device aside till I went back to Abuja head office.
And they still did the same thing, and miraculously, just by doing the hard factory reset, which I also did, the device came back on. So.
Do we understand that? You are clapping for everything. After now, we're going to be taking audience questions.
Okay, so from your explanation, it doesn't sound like a network issue per se. It seems like a device issue. Okay. Um, so with regards to
Is there any issue? Are we good?
sorry. I don't know if
Okay. So, a couple of issues that we believe are here. Number one, we've noticed it might be a device issue, right? And if it's a device issue, right, maybe intermittently network keep going on the phone and keeps coming back. You might need to go to device OEMs, the people that manufacture device, to check the phone and help, because on all these phones, I don't know, like what Mimi, my colleague, presented during 2G, 3G, you used to have mobile phones with antenna. But right now, this antenna on these our new phones are inbuilt. So sometimes there might be issue with those antenna on the new devices. So they might need to check it. Some of them also come with factory issues that might need to be checked. And possibly, if you notice that it is network after the troubleshooting has been done, that it's not a device issue, right? One of the reason is because Nimi also mentioned that 5G is an ongoing network that we are also um, spending money on. I want to use that word so that everybody can be on the same side. And as much as we are deploying continuously, all right, we are still working on deployment in other areas. All right. So sometimes you may pick network from some places that is not too far from you. And sometimes when you are far from those places, you may not be able to pick those network and you will need to pick our LTE or 4G network. All right. So those might be the two cases. The first one, which we have noticed, might be the device issue, which you will need to engage the device operators to help work on that. And the next one is the 5G network, because it's still an ongoing network that we are also monitoring and also investing in. Thank you.
All right. Is there anybody? Okay.
Just to add to the device leg of things, I would like to even ask the entire audience: have you had to restart your phone before? Right? Your laptop. Yeah. So sometimes your devices, they need a restart naturally, right? I don't think there's any device in this world that a restart is not needed for, right? So from time to time, it helps the hygiene of your device to clear the cache and other things by restarting it. So it's not as if it's an actual fault, right? It's just a necessary hygiene thing to do from time to time. Your phones, your TVs, your laptops, you're advised to restart them from time to time, because over time it's worked for a period. A lot of data has some have been cached somewhere. It starts misbehaving. You just need to restart it, and I think that works most of the time. Thank you very much.
Thank you. I love the fact that we're talking about devices. I don't believe in explanation without doing some action. So we have an evidence lab here. Can we get a volunteer? Someone that has data sufficient on their phone. You bring your phone and we'll do a live data monitor of how data on that phone gets depleted. Anybody? You. Before I finish, you don't raise up your hand. A round of applause for him. Please come forward. Come forward. Come forward. Come forward. This is the first prosecution witness. We need your phone number, right? So what do you need? His phone number. Please walk up to them and give them your phone number. Do we know? Please come. Do you know him? Is he a student? Is he a student? He's not rented, right? What's your name and what department are you?
My name is Salah Ibrahim. I'm from Dramatics Department.
What level?
500 level.
500 level. You cannot lie. Go and drop your number. There was a guy when I came in here that was gyrating. Can I speak? Jagger, swagger. Where is he? He has gone. I wanted to gift him. He's not with my handshake, oh, MTN gifting. If you're his friend, if you know him, just tell him to come back that we have a little gift for him. If you can still come. You are his friend. Woman beings. She said I'm his friend. You are his friend. You know him very well. Don't lie. You're lying. Why now? All right, so we need his phone number, and afterwards, to get his phone number, we'll go straight to it. Then, audience, if you want to ask your question, raise up your hand. Let me get you. No, now. Please don't come and repeat what we have asked here already. Oh. If you know that you have a question that is burning in your heart, burning question, this guy has raised up his for. So please come and sit in front so that when I call you, you'll be able to come. Can I get a lady? The lady at the back, please come forward. Come and sit down here and stand by. So when it's done, we'll just pass the microphone to you. All right. How many minutes do we need to do the data monitor? You want to take that now? Are you ready to go? All right. So come and stay. No, come and stay by your results. Chief, come and stay. Okay.
Okay. Come out. All right. Great ABU Zites. I hope I got that correctly. Oh, okay. I have to pay some fine, I believe. Great Abu Zaid. Great Abu Zaid.
Of the greatest Bible sites.
Okay.
Let me teach you one. Of the greatest Bible sites. Of the greatest Bible sites. We are coming. We are coming. We are coming.
All right. I know one of the contentious issues we've had to deal with is where's my data going? I don't understand what's using this data. And over time, we found out that everybody that uses a smartphone can actually tell where their data goes to. It's very simple. And we've also tried to help that conversation by developing some tools that can help you also track. We can see what's happening. We've also placed it in your hands through our app. But let's start with where you can even check your data usage on your own device. If you are using an Android device, are you aware that you can see all of the applications that took your 5 gigabytes, 10 gigabytes of data without calling MTN? Okay, so people are aware, but it appears that most people here do not know it, right? So I don't know if I could get an Android device from the audience. I can just walk us through. But typically, yeah. But typically, because Android devices differ from one to the other, it might be slightly different in the way you access this information. But generally, you find it. You can navigate yourself. You need to go to your settings on your phone. Your phone settings. Go to mobile data. Oh yeah, or internet. Yeah, and then under internet connection, not Wi-Fi. Uh, Since which one are you using for browsing? Is it MTN or Airtel? MTN. All right. So wait a moment. All right. Right. Um, so I'll just take you through again. This my friend here is using what device? Okay, Redmi device. So how we got to where he could actually track his data usage. Please be on standby. Right. First thing we did was to go to settings and we clicked on internet because we're trying to check for data. Apparently, he uses two different internet connections on his device. but we'll focus on the correct one here. So after that, you click on the network provider, which is MTN. Scroll down a little, not too far from the top, you'll definitely see something called app data usage. On some other devices, you could see it as mobile data usage. It can be named differently, but basically you find it under your SIM card, your mobile data, and then the app data usage. Those are the three major steps you need to take to finding it. When you get there, you could adjust the date range to any period you want to check what you've been using your data on. And this helps you illustrate. A friend there has been much of a very movie fan, movie buffs all the time, Snapchat, Instagram, and the likes. So basically, the first story here is to let you understand that you can do these things on your own. You don't necessarily even need to ask the defense to prove to you where your data went. It's directly on your smartphone device. On iPhone, you go to settings, you go to mobile data, you scroll all the way down. You also see what is consuming your data time. Now, secondly, I would like to show you how MTN also sees what is driving your data usage so that we could also support you. So we have taken the number from Team Cairo, right? Yeah, so just do a wave so everybody knows it's you. We have taken his number earlier, and we created a tool like this that helps us understand what the total amount of data you've used and what you've used that data for, at least at a high level. So basically, we can see for Team Cairo, the data usage for the period. Please, what period is this? Okay, I'll confirm the period. Okay, July 5th to 11th, right? That's about a 6, 7 day period. You can see the total usage. The total usage. Oh, all right. You can see the total usage. You'd see what was used for hotspotting. I know a lot of people like to share their data with their friends via hotspots. You could see that information there. You can see just about 5 gigs. You must have friends that you share hotspots with, right? Okay, so it's confirming that. You can see all the active applications during that period. I'm sure you don't know that you have as much as 233 applications that have used your data for that period. We can see all that. All right. You can see his device type. It's an iOS, iPhone 12. Is that correct? All right. So you can also see the breakdown. His top usage is basically TikTok. Are we saying the truth? All right. So you can also check this on your device, just the same way I illustrated it with the other guy's device. But yours being an iPhone might be slightly different. Just go to mobile data and scroll all the way down. You see that. So you might be wondering, why do we even have this? It's so that when you also maybe sometimes you just want to check to find out what exactly is taking your data, we as a network, we are also able to see this information. Now, I will also say something that is very important. We are not prying. We're not trying to understand what applications you're using. What we really even look at is the traffic and how it passes the network. What's that named at the back end? We don't see your apps. We're not looking at your apps. We just see, okay, this one passed. This is Instagram, this is TikTok, and all of that. And that is how it's being captured. So we are not in your phones, but we are seeing how, just like counting cars on the streets, you can see the Benz passes, the Lexus passes, and all of that. That's basically what this is for. But we did not stop there, right? Remember, I've told you how you could do this on your devices. I've showed you how we actually see it from our own systems when you sometimes call us to ask for this information. And then we've gone one further. We have, how many of you here has the latest version of my MTN app? Wow. Wonderful. That's a huge turnout. But if you don't have it, you can also download right from the screen here. There's a QR code up there. Just scan to download the app. On the app, we have also embedded what I just showed to you, a very small size version within the app. We call it the data monitor. So sometimes, if you have a free time, you can go check what's on your device and go to the My MTN app and compare whether MTN is actually seeing what you're using and how you're using it. It's also embedded on the app. So once you've downloaded the app, uh, you can continue to download the app. Once you've downloaded the app, you sign in. It's very seamless. You click on data monitor. It's right there on the landing page of the app. Just look at the bottom layer, you see data monitor. It's very easy to use. Once you click on it, you can see your app breakdown or your total usage, and then it tells you the information for like the previous day or 2 days before or 7 days ago. You have all that information. Now, these tools are meant to support you to also understand your data usage, and also to the prosecution. I would like to indulge you guys. You guys have the app. I mean, the app doesn't look like he has the app. You? I help you all how we see your data usage from our end. Thank you very much, guys, and we'll be taking questions.
A round of applause. In a nutshell, what it's saying is that in real time, there is a way you can be accountable with your data and you can see the accountability for it. Also, download the MTN app, my MTN app on your phone. You can also track how you're using your data. My own issue now is 500 level. The highest app on your phone is TikTok. Final year, you use TikTok to the level that your friend that you use hotspot for, that is using your own hotspot, the highest app too is still TikTok. Wow. All right. Guys that want to ask questions, come up on stage. Come up on stage. Who called you? Yeah, come. But I want a lady. Yes, you. Come to me. Yes, you. So, please come. Just come on stage together. 5. We want just 5. 1, 2. So, you on face cap and you on white shirt. Do a meeting. Decide on one question. Do a meeting at the back. All right, let's get somebody from here. So, I'll pick somebody from here and somebody from here. Do you have any question on that line? No question, right? No question, right? Beautiful. So, let's take 2 more from here. I want ladies to ask questions. Where are the ladies? Ladies on this side. Yeah, lady. Come to me. Do you want to ask a question? Please come forward. So if you're a man on this side, collect their WhatsApp number, send your question to them. Decide between yourselves. Come this way, my lady. Anyway, you can come. Okay. All right. Your name, your department, and your question. Ladies first.
Good evening, everyone. My name is Jamila Abubakar, Department of Human Physiology. So my question goes like this. With the current economic situation in Nigeria, what is MTN doing to make data more affordable and accessible for Nigeria?
Wow. With the current situation of the economy, what is MTN doing to make data more affordable and what? Accessible. You're not done. Is this affordable character? One question per person. Ask the second question in time.
So, and why do you guys keep increasing the data? Like I used to do 700, 4 gig, but now it's 3.5 gig, 700. Why? And I'm a student. Like we are all students. Why?
MTN, why? MTN, why? Let me ask them, why? 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 MTN, please answer now. She's a student now. MTN, why you not answering now? Why?
Okay. So, hello.
don't get me wrong, we understand the frustration. We are not ignorant to what is going on in the country, right? But think about it this way: the infrastructure that it takes to ensure that you can access this network, they also cost money, and it would surprise you that they are we are being charged in US dollars, for example. So because of the cost to maintain each of these infrastructure, MTN has we have built our data bundle around what is sustainable for us to as a business, right? So to answer your second question was sorry, please, can you take it again?
Why are you guys increasing my data bundle?
Great.
Why?
Okay. So one thing I want everybody to take out of here is we don't wake up every morning and decide on how to increase our data bundle. This is something that is being the regulation, which is NCC. It's something that is being agreed upon. Again, as a business, we would look at what are the factors and what exactly can we do to sustain and give you the best experience, right? Okay, thank you.
Thank you. Thank you. MTN, I have instructions to wrap it.
Just a quick
So, seconds, please. Let's go.
Okay, just a quick one. I can tell you vividly that MTN is still one of the networks that respects customer and we love our customers. And I'm going to tell you two scenarios why we have done that. Before now, you will notice most of our propositions that you have for data is monthly, weekly, right? And you have a particular amount of data that has been allocated with validity. What we've done differently is what we call beach bundle. And what beach bundle does is we try to reduce the validity and increase the volume, right? So even if we are increasing the price, you will notice if you are equating the price that we are increasing to amount of data volume that you are receiving, you will notice that it's actually balanced for the customer, right? And the second thing we are also trying to do, like I said earlier, we have an amount that is called a floor price that we cannot go beyond, which is being regulated by the regulator.
All right. Thank you very much. Next question, very quickly. Very quickly, very quickly. There's no time.
I'm Sheila from Radiography. I want to ask that why does MTN not do a refund, like an automatic refund during outages? And then the second question is, why should an average Nigerian trust you with running their daily transactions, communications, and all of that when okay, with the multiple fiber cord and vandalization, why should we trust you to keep um using MTN when there are during outages that a lot of states
Thank you.
are.
Thank you. Thank you. I trusted you to ask one question. You betray my trust. You asked two. So why should I trust MTN to trust again? All right. The question is, why is there no automatic refund when there is outage of service? Let's answer that. The second question is a spiritual question. God will help us. While they are preparing for the answers, because of time, one question per person.
All right.
One question.
So there are different things that can cause outage of service that might not necessarily be dependent on MTN, right? Like you said, there can be a fault maybe on some of our infrastructures, right? And some things might even happen up until we know that a lot of things happen maybe around in the northern region, in the southern region, and all of that, which most times MTN is not even aware of it until when we notice it on our system. So we are already being on the negative side. We are already losing revenue, right? And because we are losing revenue, the only good thing we can make sure that we do is to make sure that we bring back the network in a quick time for the customers to be able to use. So rather than returning the fund, I think the first thing for us to do, which we have been doing, is to quickly bring back the network so that your business can continue another transaction. Thank you.
Thank you. So what he's saying is essence is that sometimes the outages are due to human factors like vandalization. And when these things happen, rather than come and tell you that I want to give you your money back, they are doing their best to resolve these situations in time so you can enjoy premium services from them. If you have asked your question, why are you still here? Why? Why? Let's go next person, please.
All right. Good evening, everyone. My name is Zion Simon, a student of mechanical engineering. Okay. All right. My name is Zion Simon, a student of mechanical engineering. I have a question here. I don't know. Sometimes I used to I used to observe this very well. I don't know whether MTN and our devices are having a kind of issue because what I understood is that um, based on the analysis and what proof MTN gave to us is our devices that is consuming our data. But when I want to download 100 MB file, then there is a network break. The device will automatically consume the data and then it will also ask me to buy data again to
A round of applause for him, please. Do you know that he asked a very powerful question? I will tell you the question because many of you, you are just bad belly. You are not listening to him. He is saying that why is it that when he, as a student of mechanical engineering, right, he wants to download a heavy, wait, mechanical engineering. We'll come back to it. When he started to download a heavy file and it is about to finish downloading, but it did not finish, his data will now stop. When it starts downloading again, instead of it to continue, maybe for example now, he's downloading a document or a video and it stopped at 75%. His data now finished at 75%. When he now returns his data, rather than continue from 75, they take it back to 0%. Is this speaking your mind? Is this speaking your mind? A round of applause for this guy, I beg. Round of applause. MTN, what is going on?
All right. That's a very, very good question, and I do empathize with you. The truth is that what you just explained is actually a function of whatever application you are using. Some applications, when you start downloading, it gets to the point that you run out of data. It doesn't take you all the way back. Immediately you have data, it continues from there. So think of it this way. Sometimes you're probably streaming a movie on Netflix, right? You watch to a point. Netflix goes off because you don't have data. You buy data. Do you start the movie all over again? No. It continues from where it stopped. Now, maybe you are downloading a movie, right? In some instances, those applications they don't build them in such a way that it pauses your download when it detects that you're out of data. What it just assumes is that this connection is lost because you ran out of data, and when you try again, it starts from the beginning. Now, the truth is this: for you to even get to 75%, you had to pass through MTN network, right? We had to give you that connection, best connection, right? To get to 75%. You have used up data to get to that point. It didn't happen for free, right? We have used up 500 MB, 700 MB, and then, unfortunately, you now ran out of what was left in your bundles. So we do empathize with you, but it's also important that you do understand that you've already used up some part of the data. That's what we charge you for. So I also want to educate you about something on how you use your data. We have something called the data calculator. It's on our website. You know you're a mechanical engineer, so I'm sure you're good with numbers, right? You can try it out. You can use it to estimate how much data you need to carry out certain activities per time. So you don't get surprised that you run out of data when you are downloading a movie, for example. It's on mtn.ng. Just click on data. You'll see the data calculator there, and you can use that to plan. We also recommend data plans for you there. If you're a heavy movie buff, like the other guy, you can use that to plan and say, okay, well, maybe I'll be needing like 20 gig a week because I watch movies for 3 hours every day. We've already designed that for you. You can try it out later, and I'm sure you will be surprised by your data running out at 75%. Thank you very much.
Thank you. Round of applause for him and MTN, please. You can go sit down. So, in a nutshell, MTN says that when that download has gotten to 75%, you have already used up that data to that point. So, when you start the journey again, you have to refuel to get to the destination you want to get to. Who said that? We said, wow. How? How? What do you say? Why? Why? Okay, so he's saying that it depends on the application that you are using. Some applications, they already store the data that is uncompleted download and it pauses. When you continue your data subscription, it continues from there. Why some applications, the moment it stops, it goes back to zero and reload. Now they are saying they don't control the applications. It is about the application that you use. So for example, if you travel with Keke from here to Kano and your first you finish on the road, you go back. You are not even allowing me to learn. But since you already want to believe that, I will not give it to you again. Because of time, I have to take just two more questions because I'm fast spent on time. So 30 seconds, ask your question. Let's wrap it, please.
Thank you for this opportunity. Please, I want to ask a very simple question about glitches that occur while using USSD code and also this bank transaction. While using USSD code in bank transaction, most of us tends to like do it again because when there is glitches doing the USSD, then there will be charges for it. And I want you to explain where this money actually goes. It occurs in two occasions. One is when we use USSD and we didn't complete that USSD, it didn't complete, and we have to just start again, whereby there are charges for what we have done. You understand? So I want you to explain that this 50 naira that was
Or going to jump. No problem. MTN, please, you have to reply in 30 seconds. And the reason is because Lacking is coming up on screen to reply a previous question. So,
As for charges, the first one on USSD code. USSD code is a service. It's a value-added service. So when you use that service transfer, we have two banks involved. Them and then
it's not sticker, it's not
Okay,
sticker. Please, safe.
Okay, fantastic. Thank you very much, Timmy, and thank you everyone for the take my word for it. With the question around the cost of data, and if you have your phone there and it's connected to the internet, just go online and search for the price of data. You find out that what is the cheapest in that of over 200 countries in the world. Maybe we'll be in the top 30. Now, you need to electricity. So they don't necessarily have to power base stations. They don't, all the things that we have it. So take, for instance, on the average, experiences about 40 fiber cord. And people sometimes just go to where we have our cables and burn the cables. What that does is, so many times, it's not you make money when you're able to browse.
He's saying that most of the times that you experience,
there are things that the NCC is doing. And you see all of those things, put it in context. We are still one of the cheapest data providers in the world. And I think that becomes industry for doing that. It's easier, right? to pay for licenses to make us cheaper if the cost of input is also cheap. But the cost of input is high. Many of the things that we use in the industry are denominated in dollars. They are imported. The licenses that we pay for, all of those things are denominated in dollars. You know what has happened to the exchange rate, right? So you need to put all of those things in perspective when you are expecting the things you expect from the network providers. I just thought to provide that additional context so that you understand, you appreciate the effort that goes into the work we do. And like I said, do not take my word for it. Just go on. You can ask ChatGPT, you can go on Google and ask these questions. You'll find the right answers. Thank you.
A round of applause for Lacking Buffer, please. For the sake of those at the back, what he's saying is, number one, sometimes when you experience power outages or network outages, it's because of vandalization. And it happens to them a lot of times. But they will not come and tell you that Nigerians or people in Nigeria that are unscrupulous are tampering with the network. So what they do is they take in the losses, fix it, even though they are taking in heavy losses for that because it costs them a lot of money to reinstate those things back to normal conditions. And sometimes to
proceed with your complaint.
Every week we are buying data. And before we know it, this data disappears. My lord, the people need answers. Today, data must explain itself. Thank you, my lord.
Counsel for the defense.
Thank you, my lord. O.S. Hagbaji, my noble appearance is for the best friend of humanity, the backbone and spinal cord of human interaction, popularly known as data. My lord, the case before this honorable court is very simple. People say my data finishes, but nobody knows why. My lord, it has become a daily routine of heartbreak. I'm buying data today, and tomorrow I'm pricing this same data. What kind of now? My lord, we must not allow drama and quick emotion to push this court into hasty conclusion before conviction. We must answer a pertinent question. What was active?
Explain yourself, answer.
Thank you, my lord. Oftentimes, people think idle phone means idle data. But these devices run operations quietly, sometimes behind the scene. In fact, they even have a mind of their own sometimes. My lord, we are not here to argue. Let us show receipt.
Receipt, K. Bring them.
You don't know. You don't know what's going on.
Defense would like to call his first witness.
Granted.
It's about time.
So you mean to tell this honorable court
Say
that
the law.
even when someone is not pressing phone, you people are still working?
I don't know where the
A round of applause for us, please. Say the law. Say the law. Say the law.
We don't know what's in the finish day.
You have not seen anything, no. More videos are coming. Stand by. Media. Media. Explain that video.
One of the most common questions we hear is, where is my data going? And honestly, it's a fair question. That's why MTN has introduced simple tools to help you understand, monitor, and manage your data usage better. Let's start with the easiest one. If you'd like a daily summary of your data usage, simply subscribe to MTN's Daily Data Usage Notification Service. Just dial *312*700# to opt in and start receiving daily updates on your data consumption. Changed your mind? Dial *312*600# to opt out at any time. Simple, convenient, informative. Now, if you'd like a deeper view of your usage, the My MTN NG app is your go-to tool. After downloading and registering on the app, tap More at the bottom of your screen and select Usage History. There, you'll be able to view your data usage over specific periods, track trends, and better understand your consumption patterns. But what if you want to investigate your data usage even further? That's where the Data Monitor comes in. Simply locate the Data Monitor icon on the app. Click and consent to grant access. This allows MTN to help you monitor your data usage. From there, you can select the time frame you want to investigate, and voila, you get the evidence of how your data has been used. It gives you better understanding into your consumption habits. Another way to know is the MTN data calculator. Your smartphone already keeps records of how much data your favorite apps consume. By reviewing that information and entering it into the data calculator, you can estimate how much data you'll likely need in a month. From streaming videos to attending online meetings, scrolling social media, or browsing the web, the calculator helps you determine the right bundle for your lifestyle and budget. Because when you understand your habits, you can make smarter data decisions. At MTN, we're committed to giving you greater visibility, greater control, and greater confidence in your data experience. Stay informed, stay in control, and stay connected with MTN.
Thank you. And
one of the most common questions we hear is,
and then the final explainer video, and then the verdict, and we're about to wrap this event up. And then we have winners of the data challenge, ladies and gentlemen, standing by.
where is my data going? And honestly, it's a fair question. That's why MTN has introduced simple tools to help you understand, monitor, and manage your data usage better. Let's start with the easiest one. If you'd like a daily
The WhatsApp videos for backup. That's
Is
the
your
key.
iPhone quietly using your data in the background? It could be iCloud. Here's how to take control and save your data in just a few simple steps. First, turn off iCloud Drive on cellular. Open Settings, tap Cellular or Mobile Data. Scroll to the bottom and switch off iCloud Drive.
People
Next,
online, is it over?
stop iCloud Photos from using your mobile data. Go to Settings, tap Photos, then switch off cellular
it's on
data
YouTube. We are
so
live
photo
on YouTube
syncing
first.
only happens on
We are
Wi-Fi.
currently
Now
showing
check
the
other
videos,
apps that may be syncing
the explainer
through
videos.
iCloud. Under cellular or
Okay,
mobile
let me
data,
go back there.
scroll through your apps and turn off data
Thank you.
access for the ones you only want updating on Wi-Fi. Finally, confirm that iCloud Backup isn't running on cellular. Go to Settings, tap your name, select iCloud, then iCloud Backup. And make sure backup over cellular is turned off. For even more control, switch off Wi-Fi Assist. Review which apps use the most data and turn on low data mode. A few simple changes can help you save more data and stay fully in control.
All right,
Is
thank you
your
very
iPhone quietly using your data in the background?
Thank you very much. The verdict and the close of this event. Please, after the verdict, do not go. We have amazing gifts for you, and it's called the Data Champion Challenge. From the trial today, I would ask you questions, and you're lucky to get it correctly. We have amazing gifts for you. And don't forget, this MTN Pulse gift is still up for grabs by a lucky member of the audience today. Ladies and gentlemen, after evidence has been adduced by the prosecution, after the defense has also stated their point and given for the misconceptions on the side of the prosecution, after the members have also come forward to express their grievances and unclear areas, the verdict is very simple. Data is not being stolen, but users need to understand how they use their data and how they can track and monitor their data. And MTN, as defense today, has given incentives, information, and also applications to be able to track and monitor your data. For example, there's a data calculator on the website of MTN. I can go there and calculate how you use your data over a period of time. Or very simple and very easy. Go to your MTN app. That's my MTN app if you have it already. And if you don't have it, go and download on the Play Store or the App Store. Simply click on the data monitor on the screen there. Give MTN access to be able to monitor your data. And afterwards, each time you need a monitor of your data, go there and request for your data to be monitored and you get information on it. So please, we endeavor and we beseech and we ask you to please always track usage of data on your phone. MTN loves you. MTN cherishes you as a customer. And without you, there is no horse. Ladies and gentlemen, thank you very much for being part of this session. A round of applause for the members of the discussion, please. As they go back to their seats, please, a round of applause for them, please. As they go back to their seat, a round of applause for them. A round of applause for them. Please, pictures. Members of the prosecution, come and take pictures here. Defense will take picture, and then we'll do a group picture together. So members of prosecution, come and take picture. Very quickly. Forward. Do you want us to take it here? Photographers, are we taking it here or in the middle? Okay, middle, please. Middle. Thank you very much.
Hello.
Members of the audience, we have gifts for you. And please shout out to Boy King and Big EME, the MCs that were here before we came. Amazing guys. God bless you. Great job. Where's the DJ, please?
So much.
The cinema movie experience is happening immediately after this event. Go nowhere. It's going to be a shutdown.
Hello, Timmy, hold on. Let me have the mic. Thank you so much. Yeah, okay, your stick's working. Okay. Hello.
Yes, let's go. All right. Oh, you want me to join? No, you take first, and I'll join after. This is for you. Are we good? Everybody look at the camera. Look up, look up, look up, look up. Cheese. MTN. Do we have the pictures? Do we have the pictures? Now, please, let's have defense only. Then we have prosecution plus defense. So, patient, come to this side. You, no. You will do yours. Oh, you want to join them first? They want to join you first. Please, let's join them. Prosecution plus defense. Let's go. It's a big happy family. Let's go, shall we? Are we good? So defense only. Defense only. Oh, don't worry. I'll still take my own with you. Don't go. Position. I have a special picture. I want to. Don't worry. Defense only, please. So can we have defense? Prosecution. Stay on your seat so we can snap you with the desk and all of the branding there, so people can know that yes, now run now, no be another person. All right, let's go. 1, 2, ready, go. We are running out of time. Who was that person? Stand up. Stand up. Stand up. Oh yeah, boom. I'm joking. All right. Can we take the pictures over here, please? Let's take a picture over here. Please, let's join. Please remain. So I will just stand by their side. Should I be here or at the edge of that side? Where do you want me to? At the back? All right. Are we good? People at the back can stand. Guys, I don't want to block them. Let them shine. I should come in between. Hey, wahala. Hello, man. Leave WhatsApp and TikTok. We're good. Let's go. Thank you. You can sit down. Defense.